Tokyo's skyline dazzles, a symbol of Japan's discipline and relentless work ethic. Bullet trains glide on time, streets are spotless, and systems run with clockwork precision. This is the Japan the world admires: order, efficiency, and harmony. But beneath the surface, another story unfolds. Behind the glass towers, people arrive before sunrise and leave long after dark. Their dedication is real, but it comes at a cost. The pressure to conform, to never show weakness, can be overwhelming. Smiling faces on crowded trains may hide deep worries. Polite greetings can mask exhaustion and despair. The calm surface often conceals turbulent waters below. We're taught to persevere, to never give up. But when does perseverance become self-destruction? Japan's economic miracle is celebrated, but its human cost is often hidden. The needs of the group can sometimes erase the needs of the individual. The pressure to fit in, to endure, can be crushing. This is the heart of a modern struggle, balancing success with well-being. The story of Japan's progress is incomplete without understanding its toll. We must listen with compassion and strive for a future that is not just productive, but also kind. The true strength of a nation lies in the well-being of its people. In Japan, your job is more than work. It's your identity. The company is a family demanding loyalty and sacrifice. Long hours aren't just common, they're expected. Leaving before your boss is unthinkable. Overtime, often unpaid, is a daily ritual to prove dedication. Social obligations like nomikai, after-work drinking, are part of the job, not just fun. Refusing can mean rejecting the team. Discipline and hierarchy shape every interaction. The Horenso system, report, contact, consult, ensures order, but stifles dissent. Fear of mistakes and the pressure to be perfect add to the stress. Loyalty is powerful. Quitting is seen as betrayal. Lifetime employment once offered security, but now traps many in overwhelming environments. The spirit of unwavering loyalty remains, even as the system changes. The pressure to endure, to never let the group down, is immense. This culture creates a powerful, sometimes suffocating environment for workers. The cost of belonging can be high. Mr. Tanaka was the model salaryman, 20 years at a major Osaka firm, devoted to his job and family. His days began before dawn, commuting 2 hours to work. He was always early, his desk immaculate, his suit pressed. He believed in the company and his role as a manager. When given impossible deadlines, he simply bowed and said, "I will do my best." Late nights, missed trains, and meals at his desk became routine. He saw his colleagues doing the same. It felt normal. But the weight of loyalty became a physical burden. Headaches, insomnia, and weight loss crept in. At home, he grew quiet and withdrawn. He told himself it was just stress, that he had to push through. One day, during a presentation, his body gave out. Vision blurred, chest tight, and he collapsed. The company culture had failed him. His body sent a message his mind refused to hear. Mr. Tanaka's story is not unique. The culture of overwork can break even the most dedicated. The cost of loyalty can be devastating. We must ask, at what point does dedication become self-destruction? The answer is urgent for Japan's future. No one should pay with their health for the sake of the group. Japan has a word for death from overwork: karoshi. It's a legally recognized tragedy: strokes, heart attacks, and suicides caused by relentless stress. Karoshi is the ultimate consequence of a culture that pushes people beyond their limits. It's not just about long hours, but the constant pressure to be perfect, to never say no, to never rest. The body and mind are not machines. They need recovery. Stories of karoshi are heartbreaking. Engineers found dead at their desks, interns lost to suicide after months of overwork. Each case is a person with dreams and loved ones left behind. The existence of karoshi forces us to confront the darkest side of our work ethic. Productivity must never come before human life. The fight against karoshi is about more than laws. It's about changing mindsets. We must teach that it's okay to rest, to go home, to value life over work. The warning signs are there. We must not ignore them. Karoshi is a national tragedy that demands action. True progress means protecting people, not just profits. The lesson is clear. No job is worth dying for. Change begins with valuing life above all else. Collapse rarely comes without warning. The body and mind send silent alarms. Chronic fatigue, headaches, insomnia, and sudden weight changes. Emotional shifts follow: irritability, cynicism, withdrawal, or numbness. Hobbies lose their joy. Small things trigger tears or anger. These are not weaknesses, but signs of depleted emotional reserves. Cognitive decline sets in, trouble concentrating, forgetfulness, declining work quality. The harder you try, the more your mind resists. Behavioral changes appear: longer hours, more mistakes, social withdrawal. Some turn to alcohol or sleeping pills just to cope. These are desperate attempts to manage unmanageable stress. Recognizing these signs in ourselves and others is the first step to prevention. Empathy, not judgment, is needed. We must look out for each other. Ignoring the alarms can lead to tragedy. Early intervention can save lives. Ms. Sato, 24, started her dream job at a top Tokyo ad agency, eager to prove herself. She worked late, never said no, and wanted to show her endurance. Praise from seniors fueled her, but soon anxiety replaced excitement. The culture was competitive, mistakes unforgiven. Vague instructions, public criticism, and constant pressure wore her down. She dreaded the office, her stomach in knots each morning. Work and personal life blurred. Burnout crept in. Insomnia, panic attacks on the train, and paralyzing exhaustion followed. She lost passion for her work and felt trapped, ashamed, and alone. Calling in sick became the only escape. She couldn't face her boss or colleagues. Ms. Sato wasn't physically ill. She was mentally and emotionally broken. Her story is common, especially among young employees and women. The culture demands everything, offering little support in return. Ms. Sato's struggle is not a personal failure, but a symptom of a systemic problem. Many enter with hope, only to be crushed by impossible expectations. The system must change to support, not break, its people. No one should have to sacrifice their well-being for their job. To outsiders, quitting a toxic job seems simple. In Japan, it's anything but. Identity is tied to work. Leaving feels like losing yourself. Quitting brings shame, as if you couldn't endure. Loyalty to the group is powerful. Leaving feels like abandoning comrades. Guilt keeps people in jobs, suffering for the sake of others. The job market values stability. Frequent changes are frowned upon. Fear of the unknown, especially for older workers, is paralyzing. Economic uncertainty makes staying feel safer than risking a new start. These chains, identity, loyalty, fear, trap people in unhealthy situations. Mr. Tanaka and Ms. Sato stayed long after warning signs appeared. They are not weak. They are caught in a web of expectations. Breaking free requires courage and a new definition of success. Choosing well-being over approval is a radical act. For many, it feels impossible, but it's a step worth taking. For years, overwork was seen as unchangeable in Japan. Now, change is stirring. The government has capped overtime and mandated paid leave. Companies are experimenting. Premium Fridays, wellness programs, remote work, even turning off office lights to force people home. These are small but important cracks in the old system. The younger generation values work-life balance and speaks openly about mental health. Social media amplifies their voices, challenging old norms. They ask, "What's the point of working so hard if you can't enjoy life?" Change is slow and faces resistance, but the conversation has begun. Old habits linger, but new laws and attitudes are shifting expectations. The journey to a healthier work culture is a marathon, not a sprint. For the first time, hope for real change is in the air. The future can be different if we keep pushing for it. Balance is possible. I've played many roles, but the most important is being myself. A job is part of life, not its entirety. Health and happiness are priceless. Productivity is meaningless if you lose yourself. Your value isn't measured by hours at a desk, but by kindness and connection. If you're struggling, you're not alone. The exhaustion and anxiety are symptoms of a system, not personal failure. There's no shame in needing rest or help. Seeking support is an act of courage. Talk to someone you trust. Help is out there. Taking time off or quitting isn't giving up. It's choosing life. You have the right to protect your well-being. Let's build a future where work ethic is balanced with compassion. Your life is precious. Cherish it, protect it, and never be afraid to ask for help. Your journey back to yourself can begin today.